Hey, what's going on, folks? Welcome back to the Real Legend of Gaming. We are here with Clash Royale, episode 28, folks, and we're going to be discussing today the top 10 decks in Clash Royale. Now, I had some help with the assistance of Woody CR. He dropped his card popularity snapshot today, and we're able to compile information from that directly. So be sure to check him out on Twitch, on Twitter, and definitely visit his YouTube channel. So other than that, folks, let's get right into this video. Alright, folks, so the top deck for February, and folks, we did a video on this deck earlier, and I'll feature that in the description so you can check it out. But everybody already knows this is probably the most meta deck right now. You're seeing it all over the tournaments. But folks, it is what it is. It is the top deck. And that consists of the Mega Knight, the Miner, the Zap, the Infernal Dragon, the Bat, the Spirit Goblins, the Goblin Gang, and the Skeleton Barrel. It has become the new Zap bait deck, folks. And it is a tough one, but we also have a counter deck for that as well. And again, that's another video we'll link in the description. So now let's go into the second top deck. Alright, so the second deck with an average elixir cost of 3.1 is the Expo Tesla deck. So you guys already know, it obviously has the Expo, it has the Log, Ice Spirit, Archer, Fireball, Tesla, Ice Golem, and Mega Minion. This is a tough deck as well, but it does require skill because you need to know the right placement for the Expo, and you obviously got to be able to cycle the rest of the cards to defend it from being attacked. So this is a very good deck. Let's go into the third one now. Okay, now the third deck is probably the most popular form of the original Zap bait deck. And this one here consists of the Goblin Barrel, the Goblin Gang, the Princess, the Log, the Ice Spirit, the Knight, the Rocket, and the Tornado. And it has an average elixir cost of 3.0. And this is a solid deck. I've seen this so much and it's been around for many months. So for those of you that have been questioning the meta, there are many different decks now, right? We're seeing all types, but one deck that has been dominant has been this one here. I've seen it in the last 3 snapshots, so I gotta tell you, it's, even with it being nerfed some of the cards, it's still a strong deck. So let's go into the fourth deck now. All right, so the fourth deck here consists of the 3 Musketeers, the Zap Spell, the Ice Golem, the Goblin Gang, the Elixir Collector, the Miner, the Minion Horde, and the Battle Ram. And it comes in at an average elixir cost of 4.3. Now this deck here I've seen Clash with Ash use a lot, so it is a very popular deck. Now deck number 5 consists of the Giant, the Prince, the Mega Minion, the Zap, Electro Wizard, Royal Ghost, Fireball, and Log. And it has an average elixir cost of 3.5, which is pretty solid for a beatdown Giant deck. Yeah, it could be a little bit lower, but I think it has a lot of cheap cards in it so that when double elixir time kicks in, this could be a solid deck. And looking at all of the ones that I've mentioned so far, this is one that I actually have not seen a lot, so I'm almost intrigued to use this and test it out myself. So now let's go into deck number 6. Alright, so the 6th deck is the Lava Loon. So it consists of Lava Hound, the Balloon, the Zap, the Minion, the Fireball, Mega Minion, Tombstone, and the Goblin Gang. So this is a little bit of a throwback deck. Obviously with the Lava Hound being buffed, you kind of expect the Lava Loon to make a return. So it did happen, and it's good to see some variety again, right? And that comes in at an average elixir cost of 3.8. So let's go into the 7th deck. Alright, so this deck here consists of the Balloon again, the Executioner, the Ice Spirit, the Knight, the Miner, the Skeleton, the Tornado, and the Zap. And it has an average elixir cost of 2.9. So you can definitely cycle through this deck with no problem. And the way I've seen it used is that the Knight will lead the charge, your Miner will do your chip damage while your Balloon will be thrown into the opposite lane when no one is paying attention. And it's a pretty dirty deck. I've seen it used and I do like it. So let's go on to number 8. Folks, I know I said top 10, but as I read these out loud, all these decks are solid. So you can actually consider these to be 10 decks that can help you get through ladders, challenges, and tournaments. They're all solid decks. Okay, now here's number 8. I know a lot of folks probably saying, hey, what about the Mordor? We got you guys covered. So this is a Mordor cycle deck as well. So as the Mordor, the Goblin Gang, the Knight, Spirit Goblin, Zap, Minion Horde, Skeleton Barrel, and a Log. So it's kind of a Zap bait deck as well. So this is a pretty solid Mordor deck. And as you see here, all the cards should be cards that you have, and they should all be easily upgraded. So this is like an ultimate free-to-play deck right here. Real solid. Now let's go into number 9. All right, so deck number 9 is for the beatdown folks. So you got the Golem Beatdown. This is also a classic one that has been changed and modified a bit. It used to feature the mini P.E.K.K.A, but now with the Lumberjack being buffed and with that rage spell, it has become more popular. So you have the Golem, the Elixir Collector, the Mega Minion. Now you notice you've seen a lot of Mega Minions in these decks, right? I think it's called Meta Minion again. Zap, Baby Dragon, Lumberjack, Tornado, and Night Witch. Pretty solid. And again, if you don't have the Lumberjack, you can substitute for the mini P.E.K.K.A. Now let's go to the 10th deck. Now deck number 10 has an average elixir cost of 3.6. And I'm going to admit immediately, the fact that I saw the P.E.K.K.A in that deck, it automatically caught my attention, because you guys know that is my favorite card in the game, along with the Baby Dragon, the Musketeer, and the Ice Wizard too, right? But I thought this deck was pretty good. I like the amount of options you had with the spells, and also with the Battle Ram and the Royal Ghost. It gives you a nice little 1-2 punch rushing at the lane. But let's break down the rest of the deck, right? So you got the P.E.K.K.A, Mega Minion, Poison, Log, Zap, Royal Ghost, Battle Ram, and Flying Machine, which is a sick card right now as well. Look at it as a Musketeer that's flying, so it's pretty good. And at an average elixir cost 3.6, it's not too bad considering you have P.E.K.K.A in the deck. So that's pretty much it. So folks, I gave you 10 decks, right? We ranked them up also. We show you top 10, but 10 decks that will help you with your Clash Royale experience right now. They're all meta decks, so you have the option of using one of them, or if you're really crazy about countering the meta, you can kind of get an idea of what cards are being used a lot and make your counter deck to that. And that will make you king of the meta, right? Because eventually those counter decks become meta too. So other than that, what I would like from you guys, right, is if you want to drop a comment down below and let me know which one of these decks you want me to use for a video. We'll follow up and do a deck guide video for you guys. We'll explain how to use the deck, and then also show you some matches that we'll play in the ladder with them as well. Alright, so other than that, folks, I always appreciate the support. Slap the like button for this video if you want more of these videos once a month, right? Because that snapshot releases monthly, so I try to do a top 5, top 10 video once a month. So let me know, folks. And if it's your first time checking me out, then definitely subscribe to the channel, because we're doing Clash Royale, we're doing Arena of Valor, and we're going to be doing Rules of Survival as well. Other than that, peace out.